And it's hard to see, but these are the locations that have beach closures and water quality advisories as published by DES October 1st, 2019. We do not want to see Milton on this map. That's not the goal here. In fact, the goal is to make sure that we never get on this map. And by working together, I think we can make that happen. We just have to make sure that there's enough science behind it, that we know that it's not going to happen. Because that swimming pool that's proposed, it's probably 600,000 gallons of water, right? I mean, that's how much water is an Olympic-sized swimming pool, which is a little bigger, but that doesn't consider the water in the water chutes, you know, the splashdown type activity. And as you'll note, each year, those facilities are also drained, and if I'm reading the site plan correctly, they're drained into a trench on site.
There were some of us who didn't get to speak because the session was cut off.
That's what we're discussing right now.
Okay.
Second. All those in favor? Aye. We're going to deliberation now. Public hearing. Okay.
Motion to reconsider.
No, sir.
That is silly, sir.
Are we going to start? We had 3 hours last time for all the public comment.
And we should have 3 hours tonight.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All those in favor? The site plan. I don't want to hear anything else other than site plan. We get off into that, that's the end of it. Okay, is that clear? Clear? Two people. Okay. Okay, you go first.
Thank you. I'm Virginia Long.
Microphone, please.
My name is Virginia Long. I'm a resident of Milton. I would like to comment on the notion, well, the fact that there's calculated to be less stormwater runoff. And this is admirable, but I want to make the point that we've had unprecedented floods all over the country in recent years. And floods would probably wash a lot of the great wastewater that's in the trench or on the holding pond, et cetera, into the lake. And the risk to the
Plan of review. If it is, what happens if Lebanon puts a referendum in front of people to vote down our part of the bridge so that it doesn't get constructed? Will that have an impact on the expansion? Because my thought is when people come out of that bridge, come out of that campground, and they look to the right, it's backed up all the way down to the stop sign. That's a small road. They're going to turn left and go over through Lebanon. Through our roads, which aren't designed to handle that impact of the travel that's going to go as people go around to the bridge, what's going to do downtown. So if we bring a referendum for that for the next election, would that have an impact on?
By a third-party professional, we would intend, TPPA has done these kind of surveys led by New Hampshire DES. 2009, 2010, 2011, we examined the shorelines of all 3 ponds, led by DES, DEP&A, and volunteers from TPPA. We would, independent of this hearing, propose to the town board of selectmen that you approve such line inspections to be done as a way of verifying that the calculations done by Mr. Boyce are correct. We applaud you for putting that in your stormwater management plan. Non-residential developments or multifamily developments, they require site plan regulations, and your own site plan review regulations state that no structure shall be erected except in conformity with site plan approval. So we just said, as an approval condition to this, require them to submit a site plan, and I'm going to try to get to it here, for review and approval for all existing and future structures, buildings, and amenities that have added or will add impervious surfaces, which are not on a site plan. put impervious surfaces in there, because we don't want to have to get into an argument of, well, these are not cabins, they're RVs, and therefore they're not required by the ordinance. Stormwater doesn't discriminate as to what the impervious surface is that is preventing water from infiltrating into the ground. So that's all. That's the only reason.
We're getting off the amendment, we're talking something else.
I know. So I would ask you that if you decide not to include this condition for approval, I would ask you to let us know who in town can make that a requirement, that for anything that they do on the campground that adds an impervious.
You do it for everybody.
Yeah, but who will make that a requirement?
You could go into the zoning.
And what you're saying here now is you're going to have the fox guarding the hen house if you don't have anyone else checking up on the conditions, anyone else monitoring, anyone else doing inspections. And that seems very risky and can become very costly to the town, to the taxpayers.
Thank you. Yes.
Sorry. Although I'm not a resident here, our selectman did have a valid question, and I didn't see him get a response in reference to the roads and the travel, and if 1011 decides to get a referendum on it, and how that would affect this whole situation.
Right now, there's no addition to the campground, no, it's just like one more traffic.
They won't be selling day passes to the pool and the water stuff.
No.
So why are they doing it?
On the campus.
They're gonna charge more for the sites, or, I mean, where are you gonna make the?
Campgrounds, we have a certain number of sites where we're entitled to use those sites. I mean, to tell us that we can't use our existing approved site, definition is taken. I don't make the decision about what we
No, I
charge.
figured.
I don't know what prices will change or not, whether this will be a factor or not, but these amenities will serve campers.
So they definitely won't ever be day passes or anything like
Won't
that?
be campers in there, yes. It won't be open to the public, it won't be able to go to the
Do you think
resort.
people are gonna have more guests there when they have the?
Again, we're entitled to use the existing.
I understand that, but I'm talking about the traffic.
I don't think people will have more guests whether there's a pool or not, frankly. I'd rather keep them on than a pool, but is it possible? Sure. But the point is, you can't prevent the campground from using what it already has. The town can't stand in the way of us using the campground to its maximum potential with what's approved. So I think every site's going to be filled, not necessarily, but that can't be a basis to deny this application. These amenities, just like the so-called amenities that are there now, which are not much, will serve campers and their guests. Day passes.
To speak on a couple of issues and on my recommendations.
Okay. Go for it.
Is that public comment?
It is not
Public
public
comment.
comment.
You just heard me go on, sir.
I am the staff representative to the board. It's not public comment.
Are you also a Mighty Joe camper still?
No, ma'am. I've not camped in Mighty Joe for a number of years. I find that comment and that question offensive.
Wait,
But true. Wait a minute. Hold it.
let me, can I
No,
say?
no.
He stated it at the
No, he is the planner. He's making planner comments. That's what he's doing.
I'm the town planner, and I have a right to talk to the board while they're in deliberative session.
Would you use the microphone,
Thank you.
please?
All right.
Would you use the microphone, please?
No, ma'am. Before I go over the conditions, about one of the comments from the public about master plans and whether this plan was in line with the master plan or not. Word for word from the town council from Drummond Woodsum is this comment. With respect to master plans, as you probably know, the Supreme Court has held master plans are mission statements for planning and serve to outline general goals for development, but they are not enforceable regulations. Rather, the town must apply its regulations when addressing proposals. The planning board, whether or not you would vote to add a condition that compacted gravel is almost the same type of impervious surface as roofs and
Second? Discussion?
I guess I'm looking
pop-up, an RV, or a model RV sitting there, all are part of the year because of the compacted.
So that was my question then.
PPP shall be submitted to the land use office as soon as received in order to complete a stormwater management agreement between the town and the applicant. Stormwater management agreement should mandate a recurring maintenance and inspection schedule of all stormwater treatment and infiltration infrastructure. The agreement will provide the inspection report forms and the applicant shall inspect on the required schedule and submit said reports to the land use office specifically for all swales, berms, bio retention areas on the schedule. The agreement shall mandate engineer oversight inspection of stormwater infrastructure with funds from the applicant to an escrow sufficient to pay for said construction inspection. Stormwater management agreement shall become part of the until this approval. 4. As part of the stormwater management agreement, the applicant shall conduct a quarterly inspection of the campground shoreline and other areas to report on the status of stormwater runoff retention treatment and infiltration infrastructure, and submit an inspection report with photos to the land use office for the file. If determined there is undue runoff or runoff in any location not identified in stormwater management, the campground shall prepare an engineered plan to correct these defects, and after review by the town and the New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services, shall repair, remediate, and mitigate all defects. The project completion with remaining balance should be refunded to the applicant. 10. The amount of payment for the planning board's consultant engineer for engineering inspection and construction of the stormwater quality infrastructure shall be determined and put into escrow prior to the mandatory pre-construction meeting. 11. Add the septic construction permit to the site plan prior to the chair signing the plan. 12. We've already read it twice. Do I have a motion?
Move that we make these 12 conditions part of the plan.
Second.
Discussion. Not hearing any, all those in favor?
Aye.
Get there.
Can't quite hear you, gentlemen.
The question was, have we accepted the plan? The plan was accepted in the past.
So now it's just on to the next question, it's approval with conditions. That's before we go.
Do that again. Sure.
To know that Danielle McKenzie got a hold of Ashley and I because she wanted.
Anybody else wants to go on?
I'd second that.
Yep.
I find that it puts potential legal issues at stake that they can't finance.